Hey friends. Well, I was about to put American Miscellany away for the day, but I couldn't resist getting into this next essay. We're at essay number 123, and this one is called The Secret of Success. And actually, I'm not the first one who is excited by this essay. Look, I had to kind of undo a dog ear when I turned the page for the previous essay. P.S. The previous essay, number 122, was all about frankness and reserve. So a little boring, but anyway, I'm very excited about this next one. But what's very cool? So this book, American Miscellany, was published in 1865, and I don't know how long this little dog year has been in place. For how many of those 161 years since it was published, that dog year has been marking the spot for The Secret of Success. But you can kind of see, maybe you can see on the next page here, this is the engraving for the following essay. But you can see the dog ear is kind of printed there on the following page of the engraving. And they chose a good engraving too. It's a view of the old city hall at Wall Street in New York. So maybe they were trying to, I don't know, tie the subjects together. Let's find out. Let's see what they thought the secret of success was in 1865. Whether that's financial or what. Let's check it out. All right, essay number 123 on page 296 of American Miscellany, The Secret of Success. There are some men who appear born to good fortune, and others whose destiny seems to subject them to eternal failure and disaster. The ancients represented fortune as a blind goddess because she distributed her gifts without discrimination, and in more modern times the belief has been prevalent that the fortunes of a man were ruled chiefly by the planet under which he was born. These superstitions, however ridiculous, show at least that the connection between merit and success is not very conspicuous, yet it is not therefore the less perpetual. To succeed in the world is of itself a proof of merit, of a vulgar kind, indeed it may be, but a useful kind notwithstanding. We grant indeed that those qualities of mind which make a man succeed in life are, to a great extent, subversive of genius. Nevertheless, numerous illustrious examples may be given of men of the highest genius being as worldly wise as duller mortals. It is the pretenders to genius, rather than the possessor of it, who claim the largest exemption from those rules of prudence, which regulate the conduct of ordinary mortals, and array themselves in the deformities of genius, in the idea that they constitute its beauties. There are some indiscretions, we believe, to which men of a vigorous fancy and keen sensibility are naturally heir, and for which it would be unjust to condemn them with vigor, as it would be to blame one of the cold-blooded sons of discretion for being destitute of poetic fire. Yet every deviation from prudence is a fault, and not to be imitated, though it may sometimes be excused. The most important element of success is economy of money and of time. By economy we do not mean penuriousness, but merely such wholesome thrift as will disincline us to spend our time or money without an adequate return in either gain or enjoyment. An economical application of time beings leisure and method, and enables us to drive our business, instead of our business driving us. There is nothing attended without results so disastrous as such a miscalculation of our time and means, and will involve us in perpetual hurry and difficulty. The brightest talents must be ineffective under such a pressure, and a life of experiments has no end but penury. Our recipe for succeeding in the world, then, is this: work much and spend little. If this advice is followed, success must come, unless, indeed, some unwise adventure or some accident against which no human foresight could provide, such as sickness, conflagration, or other visitation of Providence, should arrest the progress onward. But in the ordinary course of human affairs, success will ever wait upon economy, which is the condition by which property must be earned. Worldly success, however, though universally coveted, can only but be desirable in so far as it will contribute to happiness, and unless there be cultivated a lively benevolence toward every animated being. Happiness, it has been finely observed, is the production of a number of things we love, and the number of things that love us. To this sentiment we most cordially subscribe, and we should wish to see it written on the tablet of every heart, and producing its fruits of charity. The man, whatever be his fame or fortune or intelligence, who can treat lightly another's woe, is not bound to his fellow men by the magic tie of sympathy, deserves, aye, and will obtain the contempt of humankind. Upon him all the gifts of fortune are thrown away. Happiness he has none, his life is a dream, a mere lethargy, without the throb of human emotion, and he will descend to the grave, unwept, unhonored, and unsung. Such a fate is not to be envied, and let those who are intent upon success remember that success is nothing without happiness.